Right. And that's the
You
problem
know?
with, but yeah, and that's the problem. I mean, I know we want people to change, but the problem is
Mhm.
people are looking at change from an outside view versus an internal.
Yes,
So
yes, yes, yes. We're looking. We as men, we're really, if you think about it, men only want to change what the outward appearance of a woman, the way she looks, the way she dresses. We don't want to change the inward appearance because that takes work. Because we're still trying to view ourselves in another person, right?
I mean, that's here's where I'll disagree, though.
Okay.
Well, I won't disagree that that's what we're trying to do. I'll disagree that that should be our objective. Like, because at the end of the day, we can't, like, women ran into this issue with men all the time a while ago, and now men are running into the same issue. It's like, yo, you can't change a person. The person changes because they want to, either
But
that or because they have no other choice.
but
Like,
the problem is, I think the deeper problem is that women are trying to change the men, but women don't want to be held accountable by men.
what are women trying to change? It's the man that approaches the woman. It's the man that
Correct.
begs, barters, and tries to prove himself to the woman. It's the man that tries to take her out to dinner. It's the
Mhm.
man that comes in and uses manipulative and deceptive tactics instead of being honest with her and letting her know what he actually wants from her. So I don't see where the woman is involved, because as a man, we train women on how to treat us. So how can there be? I don't understand what the accountability on the woman's part, when it's always the man doing the things first.
So the thing is, I think now it's that when you say that it takes a man to take a woman out, I think women want to control where they're being taken out, how they're being taken out, how much they're being taken out, right?
Well,
We can start there. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Well, that's not necessarily true, because the thing about what's going on is that a lot of guys who don't get women on the other side are coming up with these theories of what they think women are, and that's the
Mm,
problem. The game
okay.
has nothing to do with women, and that's the biggest problem. As a man, she's going to follow my lead, and if she doesn't, I will dismiss her easily, because it's just like a
Good
job. I mean,
point. Good
when a woman
point. Good point.
Right. When a woman goes to a job, the job has a mission statement, vision statement, legacy statements. And when the employee comes in, they have to ride to the tune of the job. So the job, you don't, I mean, these women, see, the problem is that everybody wants these women to come in like they're trained or like they're June Cleaver, and that's not how it works. You've got to think about, okay, let's look at the cycle. The
Mhm.
cycle starts off with a lot of guys who want sex, that manipulate good women in terms of, I want a relationship, I want to be
Mhm.
with you, it's you and I versus the world. They
Mhm.
get sex and they dump them. The women get bitter and they get angry. And then that
Okay.
bitter, angry woman then in turn chews up the guy that actually wants a relationship, the nice guy, the what
Okay.
I call the hero. But see, I'm not a hero, I'm a villain. And the reason why villains win, and it's crazy. I talked about it the other day. I said Mickey Mouse did us a great favor, and people don't. No, I'm serious. It's Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse. And now, if you let me, can I explain it to you?
Yeah. Go
Mickey.
ahead.
oh
Go ahead.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
by all means.
Yeah. By all means, because I think I know where you're going.
Yeah. So if you think about any Walt Disney movie that all girls watched when they were small, they saw the first in as young girls as the nice guy, the hero, the knight in shining armor, the fairy tale, and all that other stuff. But
Mhm.
what they also saw subconsciously was the villain, who was assertive, was dominant. He didn't beg, he didn't plead, he did what he wanted to do. And when, as a young woman grows up to be an older woman, she doesn't want a nice guy, she doesn't want that knight in shining armor. She wants the villain. She wants the guy. Now, I'm not saying hit women, abuse, or talk
Correct.
down to
Yeah.
them or
Yeah.
anything like that. It's just what makes a person a villain is he can say no and he can walk away, and he doesn't put his importance into the woman. He puts his importance into himself, to a point where he says, she's got to be worth my curiosity. What is she going to do to get my attention? What is she going to do to be worth my time? What is she going to
Mhm.
be worth my respect? And last but not least, what is she going to be worth my, between my, sex?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so a man has a real man has a different agenda than the average guy, because most guys just want to have sex, which isn't a bad thing. But
Yeah.
problem is that if you want to take a woman home, what are you saying about the woman? What is the judgment? These women have morals. They think they're special. They think that, and then I'm not saying that they shouldn't think that way. They have, you know, some of the church morals and, you know, all these things. And if a man wants to take you home, what are you saying about that woman? And that's, there lies the problem. A lot of guys out there are just trying to take these women home. So you're already automatically saying to the woman, you're like dirt under my shoe without even saying it at all. And there lies the problem.